Alright, here we are again. I'm going to try to go around the valley. Or a little bit down the road. See how far we get. It's getting to where traffic's starting to get thick. And apparently we're not going to be listening to the radio this time because that's a copyright violation. Which if somebody happens to watch this video, they're going to hear songs. Or watch the other video, they're going to hear songs that apparently, which I stated in the description, I don't have the rights to. But if anything happens to monetize on those for whatever reason, the revenue would go to ZZ Top, which I'm actually alright with. Because they've been kicking ass for 30 years. Nice, relaxing drive from West Phoenix over to, well, I think the area is called Madison. But who knows? I don't know. I don't name these suburbs. Wish I had a beat or something I could sing along to, maybe. Well, they probably wanted me to be hitting me with a copyright violation for that, too. What's funny is right when I started driving, I was thinking, oh man, this will probably get me hit up for a copyright violation. Which is why on my other videos I usually don't have any music going. But it's all good. Let's see. Past Trevor Brown a little while ago. I'll be coming up to Independence High School soon. This Dairy Queen up here on the right's been here for about 1 million years. Definitely here 20 years ago when I was in high school. 21 years ago now. God dang, it's weird. Just go through a car wash on this video too, huh? No way. I don't know if you can see this Dodge's your license plate. Oh, I can't get them over. It says no way. Was that Camelback? No, I was in this one. But he spelled way like a D-hole on that license plate. Ah, yellow lights suck. Especially when the morons in front of you stop, because then you gotta stop. If they didn't stop, when yellow usually means speed up, right? Just kidding. I'm kidding. Can't say stuff like that, man. So anyway, roar! That's my best Sully right there. What's weird is I think somewhere through here on the right hand side, like you'll just be driving along and then in the middle of nowhere, oh look, there's a cemetery. Tall Mashaw Farms. They had a rockin' corn maze around Halloween, if you ever get over there. I'm sure it's all been, harvested by now. Yep, all gone. Oh, this is Bethany, we gotta turn here. Woo, that was close. I almost bought a house back in that neighborhood back there back in 2002. I think it was 2002, 2003, something like that with my brother. And, we were trying to save up our pennies for it down. And I come home and he says, yeah, my girlfriend's pregnant. Who's now his wife, by the way. And I said, oh, okay, so what's that mean? Well, we'll have to get a house with her. Oh, okay, well, that's cool. So I went and bought a car with the money I'd saved. Showed him. No way. Oh, you're too slow. Can't get in front of me. Fool. Rolling with the homies. What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song. I will try not to sing out of key. Yeah, I ain't singing the rest of that song. Plus, got a little froggy in my throat. A little hard to blow the pipes out, right? It's getting to the point where I'm no fun anymore. So there's a building over here on the left, which isn't the restaurant it was. I think they might have knocked down the whole building and redid it or something, because where the restaurant was a Papa Murphy's now, but it used to be a Chinese food restaurant. I think that's where me and my wife had like our second date for lunchtime. I know we do weird shit. Any day now. Are we waiting on a different shade of green or what? Dude. You know what's weird is it doesn't seem to matter where I drive in Phoenix. Whatever lane I'm in, that's the lane everybody wants to be in. So I'm in the left lane, everybody's piled on. If I try to get over in the right lane, all of a sudden everybody's moving over. Look at the bus. I think there's a little Caesar's pizza right there in the corner. We had to make an emergency pit stop one night because somebody wanted breadsticks. This apartment complex is familiar for some reason. Can't think of why though. But I think one of Antonette's cousins lives in there. Or lived in there, who knows? I think I'll have to whip around this dude. He's going a little too slow for me. Oh, that's why he's turning. I am yours, you are mine. You are what you are. You make it hard. Something inside is telling me that you see. KJ's Bar. I think I went in there one time with my dad. Real small little place. Had like a lounge chair or a love seat or something. And the entryway was kind of weird. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. I don't know. People do weird stuff when they own businesses. Like go out of business. This bowling alley over here on 59th Avenue in Bethany. I do not know how it stays in business. It is off the beaten path. It is on the backside of a strip mall, for lack of a better term. And the lanes seem very narrow to me when we bowled there when I was younger. Because we would go bowling all the time over off of Bethany and 19th Avenue. The bowling alley right there is called Bolero now. It used to be an AMF. And we came over here one night because somebody was having like this party or something, and I'm bowling, and I'm like, why am I throwing gutter balls? And I'm looking, I'm like, these lanes are not standard, are they? Because they're narrow. It's weird, I don't know. And then somebody had like karaoke going on there at that same time, I think, and I heard the absolute hands down worst version of the B-52 song. Oh God, I can't even remember it now. What is that song? Anyway, when I hear it, I'm like instantly transported back to that bowling alley and remember how god-awful that woman was singing. Karaoke's cool. You know, it's fun. But, you know your strengths. If you can't sing, don't even try. It's not fun for everybody else when you sound like a cat getting scratched by a cougar. Anyway, good times. Man, I haven't been down this area in a while, man. This drive-in theater over here on 55th and Bethany. And it's a swap meet on the weekend. We used to go over to swap meet like once, twice a month with my dad when we were kids, man. Get them Garbage Pail Kids, stickers. Man, I stickered up half my bedroom when I was about 13 years old with them stickers. It was crazy. Super Mix Paragon. I guess that's where they make the mix. Huh? This is like weird. Crazy thing is, everything west of like 35th Avenue, 51st Avenue, like 60, 50 years ago was all farmland. Then John F. Long came along and developed it all into houses. And now the freaking town goes all the way out to the White Tanks, all the way down to the Estrella Mountains, all the way out to Apache Junction, all the way north to Anthem. It's crazy. This whole valley is city now. Which is exactly why it takes forever to get anywhere around this town. Too many cars, not enough lanes. And there's one greater waste of your time, but there is the second greatest waste of your life is sitting in traffic. The greatest waste of life is going to a meeting. There's nothing more unproductive than having a meeting. I've never sat in a meeting for less than 30 minutes to an hour and was told everything that couldn't have easily have been sent in an email. Again, boring. Waste of life, waste of time, blah, blah, blah. You get the point. Why am I? Oh, okay. Well, that's a ding in my windshield. I thought it was a palm tree all this time. Insane. I was like, why am I keep seeing the same palm tree? This apartment complex looks familiar too. Dude, I must have... Yeah, I partied a lot when I was young. Gosh, why does this one look familiar, though? A lot of these look the same, though. The little overhangs on the second floor. Yeah. One of these days I'll take you to the apartment, my last apartment I had before I moved in with my wife. I gotta put the window back down. You gotta hear the wind. Need some fresh air. Dude, I think this car is driving like this on purpose because it's kind of getting on my nerves. Getting to the point where I'm no fun anymore. Wish I knew the rest of that song. Glenview College Preparatory High School. You know what that means? Charter school. Look at the lovely traffic. I guess he's gonna block the driveway, so fuck it. I might as well too. Glenview College. Used to be a bar right there. A little hole in the wall thing. Couldn't have had much more than 20 bar stools, but there was a bar there. Maybe it was where that AutoZone is. I don't know. Right now I'm about 43rd and Bethany, and I'll be lucky to make this green light. Just too many people. Yeah, there it goes. Yellow almost before we started moving. Drive-through liquor. Now there's a niche business. Bet they sell hot pickles. Now this other corner, there used to be a bar called MVP. It was kind of cool because it had a pizzeria next door, and they had a little window where you could order your pizza. and then they'd hand you your pizza while you're still in the bar, so you didn't have to really leave the bar to go get a pizza. It was freaking awesome. I don't know what happened to that bar. MVP, yo. MVP. 43rd and Bethany. It's kind of hard to have a video driving through Phoenix when, all you're doing is seeing traffic. But I'm at 43rd and Bethany. Second light. I wonder what that means. SXXSS. That's some kind of perverted thing or something. Country Boys. Used to have a good breakfast special. I don't know. Are they even open? Oh, yeah. Doesn't look like it. Nobody in the freaking lights are on. I don't know. Anyway, then MVP says available. So if you got a couple cents, you might want to open up a bar. Probably still has a liquor license. Now we're getting into depression here. Whoa. Whoa. God dang it. Nothing like a mild heart attack on a Tuesday afternoon. So anyway, what we're doing here is we're just driving around town. Look at the size of that Santa Claus. I want that for my front yard. Do you see that? Holy crap. Come all the way from Mount Angel, Oregon to sell Christmas trees in Phoenix, Arizona. I don't even know where Mount Angel is in Oregon. I know where Mount Hood is. I know where Mount Baker is. I know where Mount Rainier is. And Mount Angel must be the southern part of the state. Or central, maybe. There's a lot of mountains in there because of the Cascades mountain range. Snow covered almost all year round, I think. The mountain peaks are, I believe. We used to go over Chinook Pass or Snoqualmie Pass to go see my grandparents. Back in the days when I was young. There's another car wash, $1.25. Looks like do it your own though, huh? I don't want to do your own. I need to run through a car wash though. Probably do that on this video if I can find an automatic one. That's worth a darn. I just got kind of sleepy. That's not good to go. At least another hour worth of driving to do. Alright, we didn't make the light at 35th and Bethany for the first go around, so now we'll rate the red one. And this guy over here's got his guitar, firing up a smoke. I mean, good times, right? Can you see him? The truck probably just blocked your view. It's over on the right, if you can. Gosh, I love sitting in traffic so much. This is great. Oh, that's the spot right there. Okay. I was like, where's that? Dang, I don't see it, but it doesn't look that bad on it from my eyeballs, but man, looking at it on the video, that's crazy. Yeah. Who's excited about Star Wars? This guy's excited about Star Wars. Why? Because it's the greatest story ever told. Well, second greatest story ever told. If you don't know what the greatest story ever told is, ask an older person. They'll tell you. Hey man, you ain't gonna make no money sitting there smoking cigarettes. You gotta play that guitar. Or just keep smoking your cigarettes, whatever. So this corner is interesting. This used to have a lot of really weird shops, and now there's a Walmart. The Harbor Freight's been there, from what I remember, for a while. But they literally knocked the whole buildings down and rebuilt and reopened. It's very interesting on 35th Avenue and Bethany, because Walmart didn't used to be there. I don't remember what else used to be there. A lot of it went out of business. They renovated the whole thing. They modernized it. I guess renovation's the wrong word because they actually knocked the old buildings down and rebuilt. Harbor Freight stayed. My dad used to love to go there and get tools. He would always say, the best tools aren't at Home Depot. The Lowe's sucks. He would say, if you want tools, go to Harbor Freight. They have the best selection. Now, we're coming up here on 27th Avenue in Bethany, and looks like we're definitely not going to make this first green light, and probably as far back as we are, we won't make the second light either. Now, this intersection is kind of an interesting intersection. The building on the right, I don't know if you can see it, it's a two-story building. It used to be like 2 or 3 different quote-unquote colleges, such as Collins College or something of that nature, you know, one of those colleges that are here one day, gone tomorrow. Now, I could gas it, but I'll just coast to a nice stop here. Now, I'm going to angle the camera a little bit to the left to show you something. So you see, can you see the Food City, the used tires, the Burger King? This corner was really has really changed a lot as well. Back on the corner before, I told you where Collins College or Carrington College was. You know, most of those that went out of business for whatever after they got tuition money, I believe. Those colleges are gone, but it's a charter school now. So go figures. But on the corner I showed you where the Food City was, in the back corner, there used to be a bar called Deja Vu. And I'll be honest with you, somebody told me to go in there one time because the waitresses and the bartender were all in lingerie. So I'm like, well, that's an interesting little theme of your bar. Like Hooters girls wear the tank tops and the booty shorts, and I can't think of whatever, but Deja Vu, they wore lingerie. Well, you go in there, it's some nasty skanks. So that was a one-time stop for me. I don't know if I got the afternoon crew or what, but it definitely wasn't the A game. And then this little lunchbox cafe on the right here, just before the freeway, that's I've never ate there, but a friend of mine had some of his had a party catered. And he said it was at the lunchbox that they catered the food, or they got the food from. And oh my God, I didn't think I was going to ever be able to sit down. This food was so spicy. It cleaned my sinuses out and my colon at the same time. It was that was an experience. I had never had snot and diarrhea coming out of me at the same time. It was like an eruption. Yes. So yeah, I don't know if that was a one-time deal or if that's the way their food would treat me all the time. And I'm never going to find out because I'll never go there. So right now we're at Bethany and I-17, and this is this is the intersection of the freeway and Bethany Home Road, and they redid this one. This used to be like your standard, 6-way intersection where you would go and stop like down on Thomas, which I'll probably show you on a different video if I haven't already by the time you're watching this one. And interestingly enough, this is now like a 6-way intersection, but apparently because of the and you won't be able to see this particular arrow on this video because I'm not turning left, but because of the problem of wrong way freeway drivers in this town, they have angled a lot of the turn arrows to get on the freeway so that you aren't stupid and take an immediate left. Because, God, why would you? That would have to be a complete moronic thing. Or drunk, I don't know, or high, or whatever. Because no sane person would turn that sharp left because they know better. How is it that everywhere in every lane, this is like the third slow car in front of me? Like, are we serious? I think I should get in the right lane to get around her. That's what I think I should do. Oh, there we go. There's the reason why she was born in 1947. So that actually explains quite a few things. You can always spot an old person because they have blue blockers on. And they drive cars extremely slow. So up here, we're coming up to 21st Avenue and Bethany. And there used to be a bar called right here on the right, you might be able to see it now. The recovery room right across the street from the hospital, but for some reason it's closed down now. And then there's a little toy shop in here my son wants me to take him to. His sister took him there, and I don't know what happened, to be honest, because he was bugging about going in there for weeks, and finally during fall break his sister was able to go over there. I was a little busy, and I don't think it was the experience he was looking for, because he's only asked me to take him there since once, and I was actually unable to. Now we're over here by what used to be Christown Mall. It's now Christown Spectrum Mall. And it really, I mean, it's still a mall technically, because there is an indoor part. There's a little quasi food court. It's mostly Costco. There's a Costco, there's a Walmart. JCPenney's is still there. There's a Ross on the exterior. There's a Target. But when I was a kid, 1987, my first experience with Phoenix, Christown Mall was pretty much it. There was sandcastles inside, and that was their main attraction to get people to come to their mall, was the sandcastles. Now, the sandcastles, they were built by God knows who. I'm sure if I called up Spectrum Mall, somebody who knew anything about this mall in the 60s, 70s, or 80s could probably tell me who built the sandcastles. But, you know, when you're 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, and you go to a mall and you see these ginormous sandcastles, and in reality, looking at how the ceilings are, they're probably 10 feet tall, which is huge. But and when you're 7 or 8 or 9, sandcastles are that's interesting, because they seem even bigger when they're anything 10 feet tall. I remember I went to my godfather's house 8 or 9 years back, and when I was a kid, his backyard fence, it just seems so ginormous, like just a big wall that, you know, you couldn't see over. And then, you know, when I went there as an adult, I'm 6 foot tall now, and you know, of course, I was able to see over. And I remember mentioning to him how that wall seemed a lot higher when I was a kid. So we're at 7th Avenue and Bethany Home Road now, and what are we looking at here? Well, a lot of vacant space, and looks like a lot of rich people's homes. I found this kind of interesting lately as I've driven down Bethany almost every day. There's a lot of homes for sale on this road, and I can't figure that out. Are the rich people moving out because they know something about the real estate market that's going on in this area, or are they getting older and the homes are just too big for them now, and they're trying to cash in and maybe buy one of the, you know, retired grandparents' homes out in Sun City? That would actually make a little bit more sense. Now this is on the right hand side. I don't know you'll be able to see it. The North Phoenix Baptist Church. That's actually where Senator John McCain's funeral was held. And when I was much younger, we would come over here Saturday mornings, like 5 in the morning. They have a full court, full size, if I remember right, 3 or 4 full size basketball courts indoors, and we would come over there like 5 in the morning and play basketball. It's insane the things you do when you're younger, because you just have nothing better to do. 5 in the morning Saturday, go and play basketball at church. So we're at 7th and 7th Street in Bethany, and I'm going to wind this video down because I'm getting close to my destination. So this has been fun. I hope you have learned a little something about the Phoenix here, the little west side of the city. And I'll see you once I get to where I'm picking up Alexander. Maybe we'll do the little Alex and, the Daddy and Bub show. And I'll talk to you later. It's been real.